Hello everyone, so today we are going to be showing you a video on beginning stretches that will improve your flexibility.
These can help with splits, leaps, anything to do with dance, cheerleading, and if you want to get more flexible in general.
Okay, so let's get started. So before you stretch, you always want to make sure that you're warmed up, that your muscles are nice and warm. So by doing that, you can do jumping jacks, and when you do your jumping jacks, do 10. So let's pretend I did 10, and then after jumping jacks, jog in place for 30 seconds, and that should be good for warming up.
Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is stretch out your neck, your arms, and your shoulders because you will be obviously using those. So just take your hand and slightly push back. Make sure you don't push too hard. And then go down. And you can just hold your hands like a cup type motion. Make sure you hold them for about 10 seconds. And then you can just pull your shoulders over. And then also you can do your shoulders by rolling them back and then rolling them forward. Okay.
Alright, so then the next thing is the calf stretch. And in case you guys don't know, the calf is right here. And no, it is not a baby cow. But anyway, so you're going to want to make sure that your feet are in parallel, just like this. They're not like going like this or anything. Here, sorry. Okay, there we go. So they're not like that. They're both going the same way. And I always use a wall just to help me, but you're going to bend your front leg and keep your back leg straight and really lunge into that. And that gives you a nice good stretch. And you're going to switch legs and hold it there for about 10 seconds. And then with that, you can also do your Achilles tendon, which is this, close to your foot. And instead of keeping one leg straight and one leg bent, I'm going to bend both knees and hold it for about 10 seconds.
Okay guys, so the next thing you're going to want to stretch is your quad, which is this right here on the front part of your thigh. And so one of the things you can do is go into a lunge, and then you can grab your foot behind here and pull up, and that will give you a really good stretch right here. And make sure you do it on both feet and hold it for at least 15 seconds. And then also, when you stand up, you've probably all seen this, but you just grab your foot and then hold it there, and also for about 10 to 15 seconds.
Alrighty, so now you're going to be doing the bend over, which is where, so you guys can see, you're going to want to stand up completely straight, shoulder facing forward, hip facing forward, and you're going to slowly bend over and try and take your hands and touch your toes. And you're going to hold it there for about 30 seconds, and to get a better stretch, if you're not as flexible, you can actually, what ballerinas call it, is plie, but that's where you're going to bend your knees and you're going to put your hands flat on the floor like this and straighten your legs and try and keep your hands on the floor flat, and do that about 5 to 10 times to really stretch your hammies.
Also, just to add on to that, you can also just take one leg and bend it over and make sure you keep this leg straight, and then bend over, which will get a really good stretch in the leg that's straight, and just do it on both. And now what we're going to do, it's kind of a funny looking stretch, but so you want to take your legs and do them at least shoulder width apart, but if you're a beginner, I'd suggest you do it more because it'll make this stretch easier. So you want to bend over to whatever leg you go to first, and make sure you keep your back straight so you get the best stretch possible. And you just want to go over and try and touch your head to your knee. And then you want to go in the middle and then you just want to go to the other side and hold that for 10 to 20 seconds on each leg.
Okay, now we are going to be doing what is called the lunge, and if you're a gymnast, you probably have heard this before, but you are going to go on your knee, one knee, down on one knee like this, and you're going to make sure your hips are square, your shoulders are square, and your nose is in line with your knee, and you are just kind of lunge forward, just like this, and put your hands on your hips, and this will really stretch inside the groin, and it helps with leaps and middle splits and everything. So you're going to hold that for about 20 seconds. Then you're going to switch to your other leg and do the same. Make sure everything is in alignment so you guys can see. I'll show you how my shoulders are facing. Just like that. Alright.
Also, just a quick little add-on. I add on a lot. Is if you want to get like a better stretch, is go into your lunge and then take this and go up, and you can go on your elbows and all that. And then also, if you want to stretch out back here more, you can. So it's from your lunge, you go back, and then you want to try and get your hands to your feet and your chest to your knees. So yeah, and then you want the next stretch is knee to chest, which looks like this. You lay flat on your back, and you take your leg and pull it up to your knee. Make sure you point your toe and just pull it up, and then also you can straighten your leg and then pull it up further, and that will give you a good stretch on the back of your leg.
Alright, so the next stretch is the old classic butterfly, and this is fairly simple, but it does very well. You can do very good stretch. So basically you're going to want to, hold on, you're going to want to put your feet together, just like this, and bring it in as close as possible until you feel a stretch. And the reason they call it a butterfly because little kids like to flap their legs. It kind of looks like a butterfly, as you can see. But anyway, you're going to take your nose and touch your toes, and you're going to go down as far as you can. You can either hold the tips of your toes and try and go down, or you can take your arms and extend them and kind of crawl your way out. Also, once you're done with that, hold it for about 25-30 seconds. Take your arms and push your legs down till it really hurts, just like that. And that's the butterfly.
Okay, the last stretch that we have for you is called a straddle, and it's where you take both your legs and you put them out. And if you're really like flexible, I guess at birth or whatever, or just when you're naturally flexible, you're gonna try and pull your legs as far back as you can and get into the best middle split that you can. But if you can't, that's totally fine. So what you're gonna do is take your arm and bend over, and then do it on both legs, and then you're gonna wanna take your opposite arm and try and touch your toe, and then bring it down. And make sure you do it on both sides. And then also, you want to go in the middle. And I'm sorry, I'm like falling in the bed. And you just can go forward just like that. And you can try and get your head to the ground.
And then a little add-on, if you are doing partner stretching, have the partner push your back down until the stretcher says it hurts. Because that's what stretching is all about. Pain.
So, thank you for watching.
That's all the stretches we have, and I hope this goes to good use.
And if you have any more videos you want to see, comment.